So it's been a few months since this model released from Adidas, but I wanted to give you guys a video review of it since I finally got a pair. And this is my review of the Adidas OZWEEGO. What is going on, guys? Has here, CollectiveKicks.com. If you guys want to shop this week's top sneaker deals, check the link in the description and happy shopping. If you guys do want to buy a pair of these right now, today's the day to do it. If you're in the US, get 40% off select colorways, and I believe the deal ends tonight, so hopefully you guys will get them before the deal ends. They will probably go on sale again, though, if you guys miss out, so check that link in the description, and it will help you out in the future as well. But for this video, I just wanted to give you kind of an overview of the model, what you see here, let you guys kind of know my thoughts on if they're worth buying or not. So let's first start off with the box. As you can see, the box price, it says $110. It just says OZWEEGO on the box. I got a size 10, and it is the solar orange colorway, I believe this one is. And I got a half a size up. Usually I'm a 9.5. Adidas website recommended a half size up. It fits me good. It's a casual shoe. It's a little bit big though. For me personally though, I would actually go true to size. So this is the model right here, and this is a pretty crazy colorway because it's just all orange, all different types of orange, as you could see. And it's not all the same. It's a little bit different here and there, but it's just a crazy, vibrant, bright colorway. So this is the one I got, but they do have a ton of other ones that are just a lot more simple, a lot more plain, some with a little bit of accents that pop. And I really like the fact that they can do so much with the model. I don't love all of the colorways that have come out, but recently there's some new colorways that surface that look really good. They're like a lot of like earth tone colors. In my opinion, these are actually like 3 different Yeezy models kind of tied into one. And I know, first of all, you're gonna be like, what? I don't see it, but let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So first of all, it's kind of like the Yeezy 500 because of the adiprene in the midsole. So the Yeezy 500 has adiprene. This is the one that I dip dyed. So a lot of people are like, oh, those are terrible. I actually like them. I don't think they look terrible, but the adiprene right here. And as you can see, this midsole is made from adiprene as well. So same cushioning system as the Yeezy 500. So that's one thing that it has in common. I do think that the overall shape of the midsole, though, is closer to the Yeezy 700. So you can see it has a lot of aggressive lines, different oval shapes, and even from the inside, it really has a lot of similarities, in my opinion, at least, to the Yeezy 700. How it has so many different like design elements in just the midsole foam. I do like that. It's a simple kind of knockdown version of the $300 Yeezy right here. For $110, you get some of the similar traits from the other one. This one does have Adidas Boost in it though. So as I mentioned, this one has the adiprene. The other one that it kind of reminds me of, just overall because of the shape, especially in the back section back here, is the Yeezy 350s. Now I know obviously this one has a lot of different texture on the midsole and how it's all bumpy and stuff. The overall fit on foot really feels quite similar to the Yeezy 350s. It's really big on the back section here, so you have a huge platform, huge chunky midsole, similar to what you have on like a 350. And as I mentioned, it's quite aggressive, more aggressive than the 700s, and really, really close to the 350s. So in my mind, this is like a combination of 3 different Yeezys kind of combined in one knockdown model. And honestly, I don't mind it at all. I actually really like it. It's $110 and it's on sale for like 66 bucks right now in this colorway and a couple other ones. So I think it's a great buy for what you get. There's a lot that this shoe offers for this entry-level price point of $110. Some of the things that I like about the shoe, let's go ahead and get into the upper. First of all, if you didn't know, the OZWEEGO is actually a retro model. It actually originally came out, I think, 96. 98 is the one where they released the OZWEEGO 3, and supposedly this one is themed after the OZWEEGO 3. Back then, I think it was more of a performance shoe, but today this is treated as a lifestyle shoe. I don't love the fact that the heritage kind of gets lost in translation with the story. It's interesting how they take the retro and then make it a new version but call it the original name. Sometimes it's a little bit confusing to the consumer, and maybe us new consumers don't need to know that this was a retro from the 90s. But I love the fact that they did take the inspiration from the late model 90s shoe and reimagine it to today's standards. And I love that they did that because that's kind of really all that Kanye did with a lot of these shoes out here as well. Like these are like reimaginations of older kind of sneakers, the cut and sew techniques and the way that they're put together. It's just like an older style of 90s sneakers. So in a sense, Adidas is doing the same thing that Kanye is doing, just not charging as much. Now, a couple of things I really like about this one is, and I mentioned this about a lot of Adidas shoes, is the layering. I love the fact that there's so many different layers. It's not just a one-piece upper. We had that with the Adidas NMDs and stuff, but now we have like something that has more of a retro feel with tons of different panels. You have a back panel here, like neoprene material for the heel cup. You have an interesting little oval section here, kind of reminds you of the Yeezy 500s. Again, you have a weird little rubber friendship bracelet. It kind of reminds you of an old school friendship bracelet from back in the day from the arcades that you would get. But yeah, it comes back in here and it is a little loophole for a pull tab on the back, and it comes up and circles actually all the way down. If you could see it through the laces, it actually circles back through. So kind of interesting the way they integrated that. It's a simple integration, but unique at the same time. The same patch that you have, the Swedish material here, and that oval, you also have a bunch of little mini ovals sort of design down the laces, and then you also have that same material coming across right here. So they use the same pattern, 3 different locations, and then there's a fused material underneath right here, and this is actually reflective, which is really nice. You do have a mesh upper underneath the layers here, as you could see, and it takes you all the way back to the back section here. And then you have some 3 stripes right down here and then here as well, with just an extra little material with 3 tones of color on there. So a nice looking shoe in my mind. And even though this is all like kind of more or less one color, the fact that you can mix and match any of these layers and really make your own kind of thing is kind of cool in my mind. The other thing is you do have leather on the shoe, as you could see here, and very interesting look to it. But you do have a nice leather tumbled leather tongue here, and it does have some like baseball stitching around the Adidas thing right here in the middle, and it's just kind of an interesting look. The downside I will say is that your tongue does slip to the left or the right like this when you're wearing it, so it doesn't stay in position. But if you wear your sneakers snug, of course it will stay in place. But of course I don't. I wear mine very loose, and because of that it kind of falls to one side or the other. But I do like that there is a leather tongue, suede hits. They use a lot of different materials, a lot of different layers, and I think it looks cool. Also, the midsole, as I already mentioned, crazy looking design, reminds me of the Yeezy 700. The liner is made from like a soft nylon type material or something. It's just comfortable and it feels nice on feet. And all in all, I think that this model is just one of those ones that people have slept on, especially like the hypebeast type crowd, where like honestly, like feel like I'm that kid at school where like I try to get along with everybody. I mean, I can try to relate to some of the hypebeast sneakers that are out there, but like there's also the other sneakers out there that maybe the hypebeasts don't care about and they might even make fun of, like this shoe right here. At the same time, I look at this, I'm like, it's a cool looking shoe. And if I saw somebody that was wearing these, I'd be like, nice looking OZWEEGOs. Like, I think that they look cool. So I think that this shoe is not necessarily for every sneakerhead person out there. In fact, I don't even think it's for sneakerheads at all. I think it's more for just somebody that wants a cool looking retro shoe. Like, they don't have to know anything about it. They don't have to be a fan of Adidas. If they see the shoe and they like it, then that's probably the person that this is targeting. But I do feel like there's a lack of storytelling and promotion of this model. Because it is a great entry-level price point. Feels like Adidas is doing away with boosts in a lot of models nowadays, the basketball models and the lifestyle models. And it's fun to be able to try these on, know that they're still comfortable. They're not boost comfortable, but they're still really comfortable on feet. The adiprene is really nice. I feel like Adidas is doing a really good job of bringing us some cool models that nobody really is talking about. The Lexicon, or whatever you want to call it, that's another model that I've been wanting to try. It's kind of like an upgraded version of this a little bit. I think those ones are 120. So if you guys actually want a video review of the LXCon, leave a comment and I will get a pair and do a video review for you guys. But what do you guys think though about this model? Have you tried it out? Leave a comment. Let me know in the comment section if you have. What do you think? And for those people that have not tried it, leave a comment. Let me know why. Is it just not hyped enough for you? Is it just not on your radar? Is it just something where you're waiting on a good colorway? Waiting on a proper collab or something like that? I also do have a pair of the street balls. Look for a review coming later this week because this is another model that is kind of in the same lines as this one with a retro vibe. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy the content, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And again, if you want to buy your pair, check the link in the description. And I usually try to keep the sales updated for you guys on collectivekicks.com. But have a good rest of the day, and we will see you guys for some more videos very soon. Peace, guys.